Who is your best friend? Where does he or she live? What does he do? How is his or her appearance or personality? Can you tell me about his or her hobbies? Well, that's what we're going to cover in today's lesson. Hola, soy Alejandro. Bienvenidos a Kiss Spanish. And this is the final project of Unit 2 of our course here on YouTube for complete beginners. In this 8th and final lesson of the course, we are going to describe your best friend. In previous lessons, we learned how to describe appearance and personality. We learned about the vocabulary around family members, social relationships. We learned about the possessives in Spanish, the gender, position, and degree of adjectives, and some other concepts. If you haven't already, make sure to check our playlist with all of the lessons of the course in order and review some of them if you need to perform this task properly. Before that, let's talk about a bit more about El Teatro Romano de Mérida. If you remember from Sergio and John, they are going to Mérida to spend the weekend there, and they are going to this theater specifically, El Teatro Romano. And they're going to see a play called Laelius de Amicita. This is a play based on an old ancient philosophical text that covers the concept of friendship, the amistad. Remember the word amigo, mejor amigo, best friend. And they have the following tweet. They say #concurso. What do you think concurso means? You maybe don't know, but let's see if after going through the text you can guess what's the meaning of the word. It says, envíanos un audio que describe a tu mejor amigo o amiga y acompáñalo con una foto de los dos. Envíanos un audio. Send us an audio que describe a tu mejor amigo o amiga. You can guess what that means, I'm sure. That describes your best friend. And acompáñalo con una foto de los dos is add to it a picture of the two. ¿Sí? Acompañar is to accompany, to go with, to go along with. Acompañar. Nuestro favorito gana 2 entradas para la obra de Laelius de Amicita, que habla de la amistad, para este sábado. Our favorite wins 2 tickets for the play Laelius de Amicita that talks about friendship for this Saturday, para este sábado. Más información, and there is a link. More information on this link. So we have a contest here. We need to introduce our best friend with an audio, and share also a picture with your best friend. And the best one will win this ticket. And we have 3 participants. In this case, we are going to hear examples of people describing their best friends because that's what you need to do at the end of the lesson in the unit. So we are providing you with a model that you can just use as an example and practice with. Okay? So let's have a first listen to this audio. And I just want you to tell me which audio is describing which person. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. That's all we need to understand, nothing else. Don't worry about understanding everything you hear. Just tell me in the audio which picture is being referenced.
Esta es Anabel. Vive en Sevilla y trabaja como dependiente en una tienda de ropa. Somos amigas desde el instituto. Tiene 21 años y su novio se llama Carlos. Tiene 2 hermanos, Jacinto y Raúl. Tiene el pelo largo y rubio, lleva gafas y es alta. Es una chica seria y tranquila. Juega baloncesto y aprende francés.
Which picture corresponds with the audio? You have heard one person describe his or her best friend. Which one is it? It's number 1, right? It's Anabel. And we know because in the audio, the girl says that her best friend tiene el pelo largo y rubio, lleva gafas. Tiene el pelo largo y rubio, lleva gafas. Therefore, it has to be number 1. Now let's listen to the other 2 people and let's see which one is 2, which one is 3.
Mi mejor amigo se llama Rubén. Es de Badajoz y tiene 31 años. Es fisioterapeuta y es un chico alegre, optimista y divertido. Es bajito, delgado y con el pelo castaño y corto. Juega al fútbol y hace clases de teatro.
You have heard this second audio. Which picture is being referenced? Well, it's the third picture. Right? We have this guy that is, fisioterapeuta, es optimista, es divertido, but we know that tiene el pelo corto y castaño, y es delgado. Okay? So the only one that fits that description is the guy in the picture number 3. So that's the one that is related to the audio. And now let's listen to the last one that we know it's obviously number 2, but which one is the friend being described and which one is the friend talking, right? So let's try to see if you can tell me which of the two guys, the guy on the left or the guy on the right, is the one that is being described in the audio.
Este es Tony. Es de Barcelona y es periodista. Tiene 37 años. Es mi mejor amigo desde hace 15 años. Es una persona muy alegre y divertida. Está divorciado y vive con su hermano, Daniel. Es alto y está un poco gordito. Es moreno. Juega al tenis y toca el piano.
Which one is it? The guy on the left or the guy on the right? Well, we have some hints when he says es alto y está un poco gordito. So he's tall and is a bit chubby, a bit overweight. So it's likely the guy on the left, because he's tall, es alto. Okay? So we have heard a first description of these 3 people, 3 best friends, from each of his friends, describing them. And now let's do a second listen. This is something that we have done several times throughout the course. We do one first pass to the listening activity where you just get very general information, and then we do another one looking for more details. These audios are tricky. They are at a normal pace. Native speakers speaking naturally, not artificially slowed down like you can find somewhere else. But I think you can do it if you have a very specific task at hand. So in this case, Annabelle, we are going to hear again the audio describing her. And I want you to tell me which of these tags or sentences are related to Annabelle. So we have trabaja en la radio, aprende otro idioma, toca un instrumento, vive con un familiar, no es nada alto, es una persona optimista, trabaja en una tienda, tiene novio, quiere ser actor. I'm sure you know the meaning of them, and let's now listen and see which ones we can connect with Annabelle.
Esta es Annabelle. Vive en Sevilla y trabaja como dependiente en una tienda de ropa. Somos amigas desde el instituto. Tiene 21 años y su novio se llama Carlos. Tiene 2 hermanos, Jacinto y Raúl. Tiene el pelo largo y rubio, lleva gafas y es alta. Es una chica seria y tranquila. Juega baloncesto y aprende francés.
You have heard the audio describing Annabelle. Which of these sentences can we connect with her? Well, we know that trabaja en una tienda como dependienta, tiene novio, ¿sí? Y aprende otro idioma, aprende francés. Okay? So these are 3 things mentioned in the audio about her. Let's do the same now with Rubén and Tony. We have 6 things left. Es una persona optimista, no es nada alto, vive con un familiar, toca un instrumento, quiere ser actor, trabaja en la radio. Let's listen again to both audios at the same time, simultaneously. And which one we can connect with Rubén, which one with Tony.
Mi mejor amigo se llama Rubén. Es de Badajoz y tiene 31 años. Es fisioterapeuta y es un chico alegre, optimista y divertido. Es bajito, delgado y con el pelo castaño y corto. Juega al fútbol y hace clases de teatro.
Este es Tony. Es de Barcelona y es periodista. Tiene 37 años. Es mi mejor amigo desde hace 15 años. Es una persona muy alegre y divertida. Está divorciado y vive con su hermano, Daniel. Es alto y está un poco gordito. Es moreno. Juega al tenis y toca el piano.
Remember that you can listen again to the audio if you need to. You will have in the video chapters a way to easily go back to the beginning of each of the audios. Okay? Now, which one is optimista? Which one vive con un familiar? Well, Rubén es una persona optimista, es bajito, ¿sí? Y quiere ser actor, ¿no? Estudia teatro. Y Tony trabaja en la radio, vive con su hermano y toca un instrumento. Mhm. So we know a bit about each of these people now. Aside from providing you with a good listening comprehension activity, the main goal of this was to provide you again, as we mentioned before, with a model for the final project of this unit, which is describing your best friend. Before going into that, please, if you're enjoying my lessons, give the video a like. It really helps. And the most important thing is that it's gratis. It's free, right? Both the like and the lessons. So come on, you have no excuse. Right? And now let's get into the final project in more detail. You have to be able to tell me cómo se llama y de dónde es tu mejor amigo o tu mejor amiga. ¿Mm? ¿A qué se dedica? ¿Tiene pareja y hermanos? So remember all of this we learned in the previous unit. ¿A qué se dedica? If you haven't watched the lesson on giving and asking for personal information, check that out. Is what does he or she do for a living? ¿De dónde es? Where is he or she from? And we learned the vocabulary about family members in this very same unit. So you can tell me if he's married or divorced, tiene pareja, if he has siblings or not. It's very briefly. And I want you to describe his or her physical appearance, su aspecto físico. Es alta, baja, alto, gordito, rubio, tiene gafas, lleva barba. En describir su personalidad y su carácter. So, es divertido, extrovertido, es tranquilo, es egoísta. Say something good, something bad. Not everything is good. So both. And the last thing, very briefly, because we have not touched into aficiones much, into hobbies, but we have learned a bit of vocabulary, like tocar un instrumento, jugar a fútbol, jugar a cartas. So you can mention very briefly some of it. And I actually want you to participate and do it and use what you're learning here in this course on YouTube. And to do that, you can use Buckaroo. We already mentioned this in the previous unit in the final project. You can record yourself saying all of these things, going through the list or that we just went through, and then share it with me in the comments on YouTube. Again, this tool is very useful. You can just record and then stop it, and you check if it's okay. Click on guardar y compartir, which will be save and share. And in this link, just paste in the comments if you would like to share it. If not, at least do it for yourself, but do it, okay? But if you really want to share it, just share the ID. So what is after the row? Because on YouTube, you don't want to post links. They are blocked most of the time. But if you just post this link, this final part of the link, the number and letters, I can then check it. And I will personally check and give feedback on the first 3 students that do this, right? Just as a thank you for participating. I will not be able to share all of them forever, right? So just the first 3 that come through, I will check them, listen to them, and reply with some feedback to see if you have really mastered the contents of this unit, if you can describe people accurately, the appearance, personality, and some hobbies too. Where are they from? What do they do? Family situation and all of those things. Again, if you are concerned about just sharing details, personal details, that's okay. Just make something up or think of a famous person, whatever it is, but don't make excuses to use the language. Remember, one of our tenets is no seas vago. Don't be lazy and use what you're learning here throughout this course with me. And that's it for this lesson and this unit. If you don't want to miss out on the future ones on Unit 3, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell. And I will see you then. Soy Alejandro de Key Spanish y nos vemos en clase.